All righty, are you ready for the main event, Brian?
I'm ready.
Kevin Owens and John Cena against Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. And again, yes, he's a little smaller. Yes, he's not as tan. Yes, he's got a bald spot, or starting to. But when Cena, and he's still wearing the same shit he wore when he was 25 years old. But when he comes out with the fire and the excitement and being a star and being who he is, the people go f***ing crazy because he's one of their last links to when they can think in their mind wrestling was somewhat good and popular. And he stops in front of the camera to thank the fans at home for letting him to do this for 20 years for them. Thank you. Now let's go to work. He's got it. He's got the people. He doesn't have the hardcore smart fans that want to see Felix do 16 flips, but he's got a lot more fucking people in general that want to spend some money and spend some time to see him do his thing. And they brought the bloodline out second because Cena needed to take all the time he wanted, but at the same time, you couldn't leave bloodline standing there. I like the way they did that because a lot of people, Cena didn't come out last. And as soon as they did the entrances, they went to break. So when they came back, they had 14 minutes on the air. So it wasn't going to get old. And basically, they milked, as they should have, Cena getting in the thing for the whole match. At one point, Owens is kicking Sami's ass and Roman's not happy. And he asked to tag in and the fans start chanting for Cena. So Owens turns around to tag Cena in and Roman blindsides him and kicks the shit out of him. And there was your break spot. And they come back. Owens is fighting back. And he levels Sami. And Cena was really working the apron. Milking that, going back to his OVW days. And that's something that guys used to teach as soon as I got into business, I heard people telling this. If the fucking guy in the ring, the babyface that's selling, is going to all that trouble and taking all that abuse to wear his fucking body out to set up a tag to you, and you're the babyface on the apron, the least you can do in that situation is work the apron and try to look interested in getting the tag and coming and cheering your man on and waiting anxiously, right? And getting the people behind it. So anyway, boom, boom, boom. Roman pulls Cena off the apron and rails him and robs the people of that tag. And then Owens super kicks Sami, but there's no Cena in the corner. So Owens super kicks and power bombs Sami again. 2 count. Reigns makes a save. Reigns drags Sami over to the corner to make the tag. And then goes for the Superman punch, but Owens ducks it, hits a super kick. Nice frog splash. 2 count. But then Roman hits the Superman, goes for a spear, but misses and goes into the post. And now they've set up the tags. And it was simultaneous tags here. It wasn't a hot tag, but it didn't matter because the place blew because it was John Cena. And all those people know there that they might not ever get to see John Cena get a hot tag again, even if it wasn't a hot tag. Boom, and he makes his comeback. He lays them out side by side. He tags Owens. They do the double 5-knuckle shuffle, although I don't think Owens has ever hit the ropes before he does his special kind of 5-knuckle shuffle. It was a little off. And then John hit his finish on Roman Reigns, but didn't cover him. And Owens stunnered Sami and covered him 1, 2, 3. And that was exactly the finish they needed. Cena looks like a world beater. Owens gets the rub. The babyfaces win. Sami getting beat actually furthers the goddamn bloodline issue, and Roman Reigns emerged unscathed. And the people fucking loved it. That's wrestling. What'd you think, Brian?
Fun little match. Nice seeing Cena back on the show. I mean, I'll Say the truth is the bald spot was a bit distracting, if we're going to be honest. No, after a while with Randy Savage, it was like, okay, part of the problem with the bald spot is all the hair around it. And Cena had like longer hair than usual around it, probably because of his acting stuff. So it really stood out. It stood out a lot. I mean, it was the one thing that made him look like an old man. It was the only thing that made him look like an old man. Not that you can't go bald when you're young. Keeps, ladies and gentlemen. Are they still a sponsor? Keeps, ladies and gentlemen.
We haven't seen or heard from them in a while. They may not have kept us.
But it was a good match, The question is this it? Is this the one appearance of Cena? Do you get Cena for WrestleMania? What do you do with him?
They better put a full court press on to get The Rock at WrestleMania. If they don't do it this year, they might never get a chance to. It's Los Angeles, Roman Reigns, it's perfect. Cena's just been here. If they wanted to pull Cena back for WrestleMania for anything, he would have to commit to a couple of different dates because they couldn't just say, okay, he'll be here. They just did this. He'll be here and have the big match. Well, they just did that on network TV, so they can't do the same thing on WrestleMania. He'd have to do at least one or two appearances to set something up. I think they should go full on, try to get The Rock. Because it may be now or never. It's now or never for Rock to come.
They better hurry up. I think people are getting sick of him.
Oh, come on now.
I'm serious. His last movie didn't do that well, all things considered. The Young Rock show.
How'd your last movie do there, smart ass?
I promise you, if I ever put out a movie, it may not make as much money as whatever these fucking dumb movies are that he's making, but I will be a critically acclaimed movie. And the people that go see my movies will be motivated to go make their own movies.
Well, and then they'll make more movies about you making your movies.
But again, being honest...
Which they aren't. And you don't look anything like The Rock either.
But again, being honest, his TV show, the ratings apparently are awful.
I might cast you as the best friend.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't be anybody's best friend, would you?
I'd be okay with executive producer or something at that level. But that's about all the casting I'll be willing to endure.
Well, that was about all the Smackdown we were willing to endure. That's what it was. There you go.
All right. Well, there you go. And that was Smackdown, a show that typically sucks. Where the hell's this fucking timer here? No, I hit the wrong thing. Here it is. Smackdown, ladies and gentlemen. It makes you lose your timer.